ain't talking.
Why?
Huh? I ain't talking to you.
Why?
Not after that video this morning. You gotta get rid of that thing.
Well, I think it'd be good to change things up.
Yeah, you slammed it on RPF 1 so you could daily. Now you're gonna get rid of it?
Well, I would like to keep the RPF 1s, and hopefully on whatever I would end up getting, I could throw those
I think
RPF
you're
1s
nuts.
on.
You love that car.
I do.
So why would you get rid of it?
I just think it'd be good to change things up.
What, you just wanting to hop on the Z train? The IROC Z train?
Well, I wouldn't want to daily one of those.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll trade you. You can daily the BRZ. Take the BRZ and give me $2,000. I'll take your car. And then if I ever get to the point where I do anything with the old LS1, then maybe I'll sell that car and I'll get on the Z train.
Not the Z train that everyone wants you to be on.
I don't care. I'm not worried about being popular. And you said you wanted to get something economical that gets better gas mileage. You don't want to drive the truck. Well, get a Prius. Get a Prius. We're a Toyota family. Get a Prius. You'd look good in that.
Yeah, no. Never. Good try, though. So yeah, if there's anything else to be bent out of shape about, it's the fact that we've spent our whole Saturday trying to get these new valve springs installed with this tool that I had ordered off of eBay.
Yeah, you think a tool from eBay is going to work, huh? Yeah, you go cheap. And what do we end up doing? We've been dicking around with this for, what, 4 hours, 5 hours? And we got 3 installed.
Yeah, you're probably right. I should have bought the actual tool, but I figured that this one would be able to do the trick. But no, because with how this thing works, this nut here compresses the spring. It butts up against the valve cover edge here, I guess you could say. And as it compresses the spring, it's supposed to line up the valve with the top of this spring retainer. But because it's just doesn't line up appropriately, it makes it offset so that when you do have the spring compressed all the way, the keepers don't line up. The keepers are those little things that keep the valve seated onto the spring.
Now, I do think that this tool would have been fine if we were just changing out this type of spring, but you're putting in the double coil springs.
Yeah, the dual springs.
The dual springs, so there's just so much more tension on it, and it's just that much harder to get it lined up. If you're trying to put these springs back in, the original ones, I think we'd be fine with that tool. So you got the wrong tool. What'd you spend on that?
$25 shipped.
So you wasted $25. You could have got the right tool for $100, which nobody wants to spend $100 on the tool, but that just means that we need to use the tool again, right? And so now we can keep that LS1 over there and use the tool on that.
Yeah, that's right. In more positive news, I have something here that we need to open up. A nice fresh delivery from the guys over at Sikky Manufacturing. Let's see what's in it. So yeah, last week I ordered a Sikky oil pan with their oil filter relocation kit and an LS3 intake. And to complement this oil pan, I have a nice Melling high pressure oil pump that can be installed. Leave it up to Drift Dad to rotate the engine. Don't let it flip and fall.
That would suck.
Now, because the oil pan that came on the LS3 is a rear sump, the pickup tube is more located towards the rear. Now, Sikky does supply a new pickup tube, which obviously will go more towards the front because it is a front sump. We'll go ahead and throw that on. But before that, we do need to get this oil pump off and get the Melling pump on. So Drift Dad's going ahead and getting all the old gasket off of the 4 corners of the bottom of the block. And I just got done loosening up these oil pump bolts, and we'll go ahead and slide this baby off. Wonder what I could get for a stock oil pump. Someone's probably gonna want to buy this thing. It's brand new.
Would it fit on the LS1?
Oh, good idea. That's definitely something you'd want to change out on that thing.
Oh, but it's probably a different style because it has a different oil pan.
Maybe.
Right?
No. Actually, all LS oil pans are the same.
Yeah, but that has a modified oil pan because it had to be modified to fit in...
No, it was a modified subframe.
I know it was a modified subframe, but it was the original oil pan.
Yeah, this GTO oil pan, yeah.
Oh, okay. So why do we have to change oil pan out on this?
Because we're doing the steering rack relocation. That requires a non-GTO oil pan.
Why are we doing the steering rack relocation?
Because we're putting a brand new $600 steering rack in the car. Do you really want those rack spacers to just weaken that rack over time?
Okay, well, let me think. If we used the original oil pan on the old subframe or on the original subframe that's already been modified, and then we say, okay, well, if it messes up the steering rack, we just pay another $600. Wouldn't that have been cheaper?
Well, you would have to then take the engine out or jack it back up.
But we are good at that.
We only did it once. We're not good at it.
We're good at it. That was the funnest ambush drift day of my life. When we got that engine out, that was the most satisfaction. I mean, I can't wait to pull the FRS engine now.
What are you saying? The FRS engine is blown?
No, you're going to blow it. And
Me? No, that's going to be you.
No, you're going to blow it. That's all right. Well, whoever blows it, that's going to be fun getting out.
Fun. Outside of the depressing fact that we have a blown engine.
Yeah, it happens though. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
And of course, it is the next morning, and last night we kind of ran into a little trouble.
Yeah, we stuff.
You didn't know what to do, otherwise we would have got it done.
Huh? I just got tired, that's all.
But because we are switching over to an LS2 style dampener for the timing chain from the LS3 tensioner, these plastic guides and springs in here are known to fail and then cause catastrophic damage. So when we were swapping that out, I had noticed how much play there is in the timing chain. And it was really freaking us out because we don't really know what we're doing. And from reading everything online, people were saying that that was okay, but just thinking about it, just look at that. That doesn't seem right. So I posted up on Facebook asking if that play was normal, and sure enough, out of all of my great friends, they said it was. So timing chain stuff is taken care of, and now we are in the middle of installing the Melling oil pump. They require you to shim the inner gear and the outer gear, at least when you're doing the high performance pumps. That's exactly what we're doing right now.
And I almost yelled at you.
Why?
Because I was looking for this. I said, where is my 1/2-inch ratchet? Where is it? Alan took it. I'm looking all over. It was just misfiled. So sorry about that.
Look at you being all Inspector Gadgety.
Huh?
It's been a while since you've been Inspector Gadget, huh?
I just didn't want to change and put my play clothes on.
Inspector Gadget.
So you're doing all this work in your nice work shoes.
Yep.
Mr. Bush, Mr. Bush, Mr. Bush. When will you learn? Now we're ready to get the oil pickup tube on. Now it's very important, and I know this is important because I've had friends destroy their motors because of their lack of using the right O-ring for the pickup tube into the oil pump. Now it was kind of confusing because Sikky provides you this new oil pickup with a blue O-ring on it. But because we're switching over to a high pressure pump, in their instructions they require you to use this black one. So that's what we're doing. Don't even ask me what the torque specs are on this.
What are the torque specs on that?
Now we are running into an issue with getting the oil pan on. It's not on the fault of Sikky or the oil pan itself or whatsoever. It's just a matter of now getting the timing chain cover back on. But before you get this cover back on, you need to install the crank pulley, and we just don't have the right tools. We picked this up from AutoZone, and sure enough, it doesn't have the exact piece that we need. We did throw the harmonic balancer in the oven just so in hopes that it would expand and then slip over the crank. But because it's a press fit, I don't think the 200 degrees that we had it in there for about 20 to 30 minutes did anything to change that inside tolerance. So yes, yet again, another roadblock.
Story of our life.
Yeah. Oh.
But look what we learned. We learned we can't do it without the right tool.
Yeah.
Again. Right? Again.
So frustrating. Well, it turns out that I ran all around town to be able to try to find the tool that I needed, but no. So I guess this just means that the project's gonna be delayed, even though I really wanted to get this oil pan installed. But as always, things happen. The oil pan will get on eventually, hopefully by next weekend. Again, big thank you to Sikky Manufacturing for the hookup on the oil pan and all the other parts. They have a YouTube channel now, I think. Or they've had a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna put a link to that down in the description as well as to a link to their Instagram, so be sure to go give them a follow. Now, with that said, I need to get on my way back to Orlando. Got school first thing in the morning. My last semester though, I got this. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and me and my non-existent trip dad, he's not here right now. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.